Hi everyone, I'm Pragya Joshi. I work as a counseling psychologist. So for the topic for today is that we are going to discuss that how parents can handle their rebellious teenagers. So before I begin, I want to give all the parents a small activity. Try and remember your teenage period. Try and remember what were your struggles. What were the things that you were dealing with. I can totally imagine parents saying that no, we were not so messy, we were always obeying our parents' orders and instructions, we were so supportive, and we never used to answer them back. And a big thumbs up to you guys, but the generations have changed and we have evolved. So I really want you to reflect right now on all the things that you were struggling within and with your parents, with your siblings, while with your relatives, it could be anything. What were your struggles? Why it is important to do so that we can be empathetic towards our own child. We need to understand that teenage time is a very crucial time. A child is evolving, growing, trying to figure out that who they are, what are their future goals. They're also trying to make their own place in their own social setting with their friends, within their school groups. And along with that, they're also going through hormonal changes. So, with all of these things, a child gets furious and behaves in a certain manner, and for parents, it gets really difficult to handle them. So, unfortunately, there are some kids who get take a altogether take a different road and becomes argumentative, becomes rebellious. They indulge in a lot of bad habits. They try and do opposite of whatever you say and answer back in almost everything. They have answer to everything that you say. So it gets really difficult for parents to deal with it. I will be giving out few tips today and you can see what works best for you. So 1. Stay calm and control. When a child answer backs or becomes argumentative, the worst thing parent can do is to lose their own temper. You need to understand that your child is doing stuff so that you can respond back to him, so that they can prove that you are wrong and I am right. So it is really important to manage your own temper before you tell them to manage their own. Second, use positive language. Whenever you notice your child is yelling or shouting at you and they are giving a lot of trouble to you, try and be as polite as you can and try and use positive language for them. For example, that if you think your child is yelling and shouting at you, so instead of telling that don't shout at me, be quiet, you can tell them that hey, can you please lower down your volume. Third, don't use words like no and don't. Stop using that words, because the moment you tell them to not to do that particular stuff, and they really, trust me, they really want to do that particular thing. Fourth, decide age appropriate consequences for breaking the rules. It is really important for parents to make certain rules for them. Instead of repeating yourself again and again, it is always better to that you sit down with them and tell them that these are the particular behavior and action which hurts you the most, and if they're going to break it, they have to deal with the consequences. Our fifth point is connect with your child. It is really important to build a healthy relationship with your child. Imagine an iceberg in front of you. The tip of an iceberg is their behavior and the surface beneath is their emotion. We always tend to focus on the behavior of our child. Now it is the time that we focus on their emotions and talk about it. Give a space to your child where they can trust you and where they can talk about their emotions. Sixth, focus on good behavior. Positive reinforcement is very necessary. Even your child is doing a smallest thing and giving you a lot of trouble, it is always better to point out that good behavior and let them know that you're proud. Seventh, listen without judging and giving any advice. Whenever your child is talking to you about their emotions or particular incident, your job is just to listen. So whenever they are talking, don't judge them, don't mock them, don't interrupt in between, and most importantly, don't throw any kind of advice or pass any comments on any particular incident. Create a relationship where they can trust you and they have a feeling that you are there for them. So here are the few points that might help you to deal with your rebellious child at the initial stage. If you want to talk about any particular topic, you can comment down below and I shall address in my coming videos. Thank you.